AZ 900 Microsoft Azure Fundamentals Full Course, Free Practice Tests. In this episode, I'll cover the overview for the course and what is required in order to pass the exam and obtain the certification. First of all, let's start with some basic information. The difficulty for the certification is beginner. As such, it is not required for you to deep dive into any specific topic, cause you'll only cover the most basic information about each cloud concept and each cloud service. This course is designed for people who are beginning their cloud journey or people who are moving from other cloud vendors and want to learn more about Azure and its offering. And lastly, there are no prerequisites that are required for you to begin this course. Everything required for you will be covered as part of my materials. When it comes to agenda, this course will cover 4 major sections: cloud concepts, core Azure services, security, privacy, compliance, and trust. And lastly, Azure pricing and support. Once you learn everything covered by those sections, you can take a Z900 Microsoft Azure Fundamentals exam, and if you pass, you will obtain Microsoft Certified Azure Fundamentals certification. Each section in this exam has a weight. Assigned weight is a percentage describing how many questions you'll get from this specific section. In this case, the weight distribution is about equal. That means every section is equally important. The bigger the section, the bigger the weight. But overall, you will need to understand pretty much every single area in order to pass the exam. Please notice that described keyword here, because as part of this exam, you need to be able to both understand, but also understand well enough to be able to describe each specific topic covered by the exam. One of the first things you should do when preparing for this exam, you should go to Microsoft website and read high-level overview of Microsoft Azure Fundamental Certification, which will allow you to understand what is the audience, but also what are the skills measured. One of the things you should do is scroll down to find the skills measured section. Here you can find all the modules that I just described that will be tested during this exam. But also at the bottom of this section, you can find that Download Exam Skills Outline button. When pressed, a new PDF extract will open. This extract contains all the information about the exam and skills measured by the exam containing audience profile. So who this exam is designed for, but also skills measured. So this skills measured section will describe every section and subsection containing specific topics that are measured during the exam, like described terms such as high availability. In this case, you know exactly what will be tested and what will be required of you during the exam. 1. When attending the exam, make sure just to go briefly through each of those sections to understand if you have covered every single topic on the list and you are very well prepared for the exam itself. But also take my advice here and go to the bottom of this document, because each exam extract also has a bottom section which will describe what are the changes that were implemented. Recently, in this case on the May 28th, we had an update to this exam. In this case, if we scroll down, we will find that the word understand was replaced by the word described. Cause Microsoft wants to be sure that you understand, but also understand well enough to be able to explain the topic to other people. And this is what will be covered and tested during the exam. If you scroll down, you will see that the agenda has removed functions from the list of described products that are considered core products of Azure. Additionally, Microsoft Azure SQ Data Warehouse has been renamed to Azure Synapse Analytics. All the changes can be reviewed in this extract. It's definitely a critical thing that you should always do, because from the moment you start preparing, the moment you will go to the exam, something might change, and you can actually review it in here.